It all started when Darius was there actually in Africa. So they talked about with Darius and the other friends. And then they are in a plane of penguins. Actually, they are gonna translate a dinosaur from to Europe. So at the night they were fighting or discussing about that Ben is still, for example, Brooklyn was alive and nobody none knew it. In that case, they're still fighting. And after that, Darius was taken to them. Nothing. And then, yeah, fight since the more. After that, Tommy has made up to Kento tells that the that the Kento was actually sick and the Kento actually woke up very bad and starts making a chaos in the plane. So that's why the plane has got so many crashes about it. And the Kento. And after that they were in something in a place of Italy. But again, will be actually there, but the problem is that a lady was there. So another lady. So actually, there was there, and she is Gina. So actually, it seems to be that they are a beautiful couple. So then everybody knows this. They talked about what happened those days, and also so did Bumpy Dex. They know that that's talking about that, for example, she doesn't like that no here. So that's one person could actually have a in the house. So then at the night Kenji feels so bad after all things happen. Darius also can't control it. So that's why actually there's an scene
where Aslo hears Kenji still's bad about all those things, then Yasmina enters and realizes about the Bumpy's egg. So the baby is there, but wherein Yasmi told everyone that a little Anki baby is in the house will be called Smoothie. So at the kitchen, Nona is cooking some meal, says Italian pasta. So Ben is worried about the baby Nona will be angry, so nothing is bad, the food isn't about the dinosaur. So it just pig's meal, nothing else, with Darius Kenji saw something rare and had been attacking the. Car didn't know what was it, a dino red with feather. So with the other group has put una alia sobre el bibi, or a base over the creature. I mean Bumpy's son is a pretty baby. Nona ain't seen nothing bad with the baby. So then the problem starts, the little baby starts walking around the house, and Darius saw it, and Kenji Aslo saw Sumthi, and named the Dino. So then everybody sees the Anki baby, and Aslo Gina was here to see the Anki baby. However, one day Nana will discover the creature so. Let's go with the Brooklyn using a robotical arm. Having a conversation with Suona on the plane to Malta. They've been talking about the plan playing cheese gam, so Stona will use Brooklyn to her new plans, and Brooke gets happy. But she still's having some love for her friends, so Stona Santos will see someone in Malta and gives the arm mechanical to Brooklyn. Now going back to the home of Gina and Nana, they have realized that a rare dino with feather is free in the Zoan. So it will be chaos for all human beings of that Villa Italiana Luxamphi is eating some food where Brooklyn drives where she's been able to meet Louis Dogson. And actually he has created this black market en La Valletta Malta City and will have a plan to be ruled in these days, so Brukel is pleased to meet him. Dogson started to show how Psy Market is able to sell Dinosaurus and make some battles, then Brukiln was there and used her phone to call her friends and will look at Dogson's plans that shows some locust running the world. So she has called Ben telling about the plan and the location of where HSE has been with Suona Santos the broker in Cumulus actually, but something might be wrong because she hears that sound of the Atrocira tours. Meanwhile, she is walking around the place the handler was there, and also here Ghost was with Tiger and Panther Raptors being together in the same place, and looked better than start seeing Brooklyn.
So Atrociraptors start, but then Soyuna starts in Worcester. And actually she tells that for example Brooklyn is part of the plan and she ain't be killed by something. So right now Soyuna says the order up. Now going back with Ben with Kenji also Nana was there actually and Nana starts seeing that cute baby and Calosaurus smoothie. Probably she thought that smoothie will need a big space and obviously smoothie was right. Kenji starts to be so worried about the plan, and that's why. So then Smoothie was walking around the little place, or called B Italiana, whatever. And after that, Smoothie was like a tomato. Kenji is really, really hungry, really mad with Nona, and obviously it wasn't her fault. Now going back with Soyuna realizes that, for example, the Triceratops have killed one person again, and it was part of the plan of Tucson using the hundred and also the Atrociraptor. Then after that, well, yeah, Suyuna looks very mad. Brooklyn also can understand. Then Tucson appears and talks about the plan that everybody is in other part of viruses. Obviously, Tucson, yeah, probably Tucson know it and probably understand it. But Brooklyn realizes about the plan, and then Suyuna starts working. And one day, Suyuna will be the leader of that black market, especially that is located in Malta. Now go back with Jasmina and Sammy. The difference, they were looking for a smoothie, but the problem is that the smoothie was there and has seen something very rare. In that scene, it was an Pyroraptor that actually was there. Now Brooklyn was in the black market, and she's been seeing how many dinosaurs were in a cage, and also Compis, Stimology, and also sees how the Locust, and then going up with the Paraptor. Also, Brooklyn was there. The Paraptor then starts attacking the smoothie, but then in 1 second, Nona says something that probably the Paraptor doesn't like it, and Nona has saved a smoothie. Then the Paraptor was fighting with the Atrociraptors that have actually come there. One thing is that Atrociraptors don't attack the group. Atrociraptors are there just to obviously not kill the Paraptor, but Hunter was actually there. The Paraptor goes inside. So that's what the plan. So Dodson used the Atrociraptors. Smoothie is fine, okay, everything's okay. There were no problems. Everything's fine. Now going back to Brooklyn. Actually, Brooklyn has seen many dinosaurs in a cage. For example, Gallimimus, Lytrosaurus, Dimorphodon, whatever. So then in the next chapter, they were talking about going back to Malta. But the problem is that Sammy and Kenji don't like it. Was actually considering that Brooklyn was about person with them, and Brooklyn didn't tell all her truth. So then Brooklyn was talking about Brooklyn was had a call with Sammy, and Sammy realized that, for example, Brooklyn isn't a good person. But one thing is that, for example, Brooklyn is trying to pretend that she's another person when she's with Suyana Santos, but actually she's the true person when she's with her friends. Then actually Brooklyn met that there was another person that then Kenji starts talking about, for example, like the problem with Brooklyn had and something like Kenji feels disappointed about Brooklyn that she's alive and she never died, or something like this. Darius can understand the situation, then Smoothie is happy, and after that, going with Jasmina and Sammy, they broke up. So then the hunter realized about that one day Soyona will sell the Atrociraptors. So probably this will be end of the hundred. But Soyuna is talking about, for example, that the plan will start. And Soyuna used the laser for the Atrociraptors. So now then Nona is talking about it. They were talking about more time. In Malta again, Atrociraptors are with Brooklyn. And Brooklyn shows how to use the laser to the Triceratops. So it was actually the mission that happens in Black Market. Then Ben, Jasmine, and Darius were actually in La Valeta, Black Marketplace actually, and were in the Black Market where so many dinosaurs here. Brooke, so Yona was there actually and started talking about how the plan would be. So actually they have a reunion with Brooklyn, but Brooklyn is like another person is camouflage and talks about the plan that, for example, will happen in Jersey World Dominion. So now going back, Gina is here again and also put some berry ears of cat to smoothie and realize that, for example, the Pyroraptor is free again. So now with Hunter, and they've made a plan where obviously Sojourner, where Brooklyn was fighting with the Handler, and also they were together. So after that, Ben talked to Barry about the plan that will happen actually in Malta. Then Kenji realizes and sees how the Pyroraptor is killing a locust. So Pyroraptor obviously knows that there are more people there. Then actually the group of Jasmina met the another man that was there actually, but then going to the mountains, they actually saw that the Velociraptor is here and it will try na well everything. Now with Brooklyn, they were actually in the same place that happens in Jurassic World Dominion in the scene where actually well Soyana was there, and the thing is that Brooklyn. So now the Pyroraptor stars will be attacking some people of the mountain and will occasionate a storm of snow. Then after that happens the scenes of Jurassic World Dominion, for example, the problem with Velociraptors, then dinosaurs start escaping as Owen and Claire did it. Some dinosaurs escaped, then a smoothie was found, for example, Triceratops is free. Then after that going with Kenji and Mina, they realize that, for example, the Paraptor is still being free. Then we go with the Locust. The Locusts are, making a lot of chaos with the Pyronics. Leonard is fine. But the project isn't, for example, that many dinosaurs are free and will do everything of chaos about it. The one thing is that Ceratosaurus is here, Allosaurus appears in a scene. Then after that, Jasmina, Darius talked about the plan that Sojourner has made with Roxxon. Then actually Kenji relates that, for example, Bumpy is in Pioneers in Sanctuary, so they gotta be in Sanctuary, and obviously the plan. So now going back to the city, also we see that Atrociraptor Red is there walking, is running around the streets. People are crazy, didn't know why dinosaurs are free, but the problem is that a black market was in the city actually. So right now, Triceratops make chaos with a Velociraptor, strange about it. And another thing is that the Morphodons also make chaos. They right now they have to make a plan, for example, about what, for example, the end of Soyana Santos one thing will be about it. So Parasaurolophus were running Alora, and another thing about, for example, the Stegosaurus, Tyrannosaurus are around the Valletta streets. One thing about it. And Allosaurus was actually there. And well, in the next chapter, there will be that, for example, Soyuna will escape of Malta, and also she's got Red. But the problem is that the handler will be there, and also, yeah, the group will make a plan. Soyuna was fighting with handler and will use the laser. Brooklyn was there, Red will kill handler, but Handler has raised the Raptor, so actually no. Then the Ghost, Tiger, Pantera were there actually to protect Handler. He will try to convey to Red to join to the Raptors group of the Handler. And probably that's fine. Yeah, one thing. So right now they're a group of four with Handler. Then a Carnotaurus was there.
So the Carnotaurs is too stronger for the Atrozes group than killed Ghost So. The handler gets worried of that thing and uses her hand to demon Carno, but no so will it work while Luke at this the Carno killed H. E Handleker in front of Brooklyn, so Atrociraptors are there, and will have to escape Stona says Bison has got more Atrociraptors, doesn't take care, so the Yasmina and Darius appeared in scene, and trying to make a convince to Brooklyn to be with them, but she refuses, so she'll use the laser to them. Also Demon Carnotaurus appeared there, but it was shout by Ben Ware. Also the police was there too, so it was a plan of Brooklyn where Sueona realizes that she still's working with them, and not with her ebbing the end of Sueona, now in La Carcel. So the group are fine yay, and now we'll go with Kenji and Sammy being in Las Dolomitas Montañas Santuario of Dogsun, so by ciao.